So, can you please name me 3 Michael Jackson songs in 5 seconds? Go.
You Are Not Alone. This is
4 countries in 5 seconds. Go.
Zambia, Nigeria, Namibia, Tanzania.
Okay. I, Rudy Samuel, I am back with the one and only Manu WorldStar, Mr. Nalingi, Mr. Future Plan. We out here, ladies and gentlemen. Manu WorldStar.
What's up, man?
Thank you so much for being on my show. It's taken me about 4 weeks to get this guy on, but now he's officially here.
Yeah,
and I'm so happy. Thank you so much for coming, dude. So we're gonna get straight into it. You are hot, bruh. Like you are doing the most right now. Can you just talk to me about like your experience and how you got to being Mr. Nalingi?
I've always known I was going to be this type of person, a musician. From like 14 years old, I had known. So I made it a mission that I never give up, and that was the hardest thing, you know, being in this industry of being a musician. You need validation for your self-esteem, validation to actually start making money and getting booked. It's all about validation from everyone. And yeah, I was working day in, day out to get that validation. I jumped in and out of genres. Yeah,
that's something I want to touch on.
Yeah, you know, I just trying to find myself and trying to find a space where I can own. Yeah. And you know, after 6 years of this tough stuff, hustling, I finally found a sound.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned something about your dad giving you, I think, a year or 2 out of high school to make it, and if you don't, you gotta go work, you gotta go study. So when he told you that, what did you how did you say to yourself, you know what, Manu, let's really work so that in a year or 2 I can show my dad, listen, I've made it? And did you make it in that time frame, or did it take you a bit longer?
Straight after matric, I had set my parents down and I was like, listen, Mom and Dad, for 12 years I've been doing what you want me to do, just going to school and all of that. So I was like, I just need a release, I need a break. Give me a year. I asked them to give me a year to just do whatever I want to do. And after that year, if it doesn't really work out, okay, it's cool, I'll go to school. I'll get a job like you want me to. And they were like, okay, sharp. So they gave me that year and I hustled my ass off. Like that year, I wasn't home. The whole year, I was just doing stuff. And I had my big break towards the end of the year it's a competition that was called Jack Scouts. That was my first competition.
Okay. Was it a recorded television show, or was it just
It was not on television. It wasn't on television, but it was big press. It was by Jack Daniels. So they flew us everywhere. We were having workshops with people. And then like 7,000 entries, right? There were 7,000 entries and they were only going to take 4. There was a top 4 only. And I was part of that top 4.
So that's when you knew, okay.
That was my first break, yeah. And then I got to meet Kulo the Song, he's a dope house guy. I got to meet DJ Speed Stuff for the first time, and I got to meet KO, so they were judging us.
Yeah.
And, you know, they spat game, and then that competition I finished second, right? Out of 7,000. Yeah, wow. I finished second. Now, in my head, I was like, yo, this is my chance. This is what I was praying for. So I had in my head, if I don't win this, it's over. My parents are going to tell me to go get a job. It was literally the end of the year, bro. And I came second. I was this close from getting that contract. I broke down backstage. My brother, he was in the country at that time. And my whole family was at that show. I brought my whole family. That was the first time that my family had ever seen me perform. Yeah, it was at the finale of that show, and I came second. So I didn't want to like break down in front of everyone. So I went backstage and I kind of
you need those moments to break down, you know, so that you know, you can be brought back up, and so that people, you know, you can show people that you know you have a talent. And then after that show, what happened?
So
how did you recover?
Obviously, I didn't win the contract. My dreams didn't come true. I came second. My parents were like, all right, man, young man, it's time to go to campus. I was like, okay, sharp. It was a deal.
Oh, man.
I was like, okay, I'm going to go to campus. But I'm not like a book freak, man. Like,
bookworm things.
I don't believe in school. I don't believe that I can operate in that system.
Like, it can be for everybody, just not
for me, you know? So, I decided to go to a creative campus, and luckily my parents were cool with that. And they enrolled me in this campus called AAA, and I did a course called copywriting, which is basically I write adverts and, you know, radio ads and TV ads. So I was doing the creative. Yeah, I was doing the creative thing. I was creating content, right? And at the same time, I was hustling. And then, boom, the second big opportunity came. That was the hustle. Yeah.
So now with the hustle, right? As I said to you previously, when it comes to Manu WorldStar, people always say the hustle. Like, you can't say Manu WorldStar without saying Nalingi and the hustle. So can you make everybody understand what exactly happened? You know,
man, a lot happened on that show.
Can you just make it, you know?
Basically, the reason why people know me from that show is because literally one episode everyone loves me, the next episode everyone hates me.
But that's good press already for you.
The next episode everyone loves me all over again. The next episode everyone hates me all over again. I was literally an emotional wreck. I went literally, and they caught it all on camera. You know, from me nominating myself to go to the Crusher battle, nobody has ever done that. I thought that I was whack in that episode, that I nominated myself to go battle because I wanted to prove myself. I turned that L into a W. I won the battle. The next episode, I win the challenge. The next challenge that comes, I forget my lyrics. You know, so
and
it was
as a
like
performer, that's an L.
Yeah, that's an L. You know, I forget the lyrics. Next up, I start arguing with the judges. So I was just doing a whole lot of crazy stuff.
But you were being you.
I was being me. I felt like I was acting out because I felt like that whole thing was just fake, man. I feel like it was just like it's not real life struggles. It's struggles for the ratings.
I never heard that before.
It's struggles for the ratings, man. Just because you're winning every single challenge on a TV show doesn't mean you're gonna win the challenge of life. You know what I'm saying? So they just put artists in that space, and it was a pressure test, and that way of working wasn't my way of working, and that's why I was like just going overboard back and forth with people. And I kind of like that stigma or that persona stuck with me. I was known as the guy
perception
that feels himself too much,
the arrogant guy.
I was known as the arrogant guy.
You need a certain arrogance in this industry. That's the truth. Even in football, where you have to fully believe in yourself, because if you don't, who will? You know. So,
and I actually said that at I finished 10th, so I stayed half the show, and then half the show I wasn't there. But I made the reunion show, and basically, even that reunion show kind of pissed me off, because they showed on the screen, they showed all my L's, and they didn't show a single W that I had taken on the show. So when I saw that, and they didn't show me that before we went live, and they showed everybody else their clips, but they didn't show me my clip, because they knew that I was gonna react. So they waited for me to be on the stage live with the audience, and then they just
put you on the thing.
And they put me on the spot, and then they played all those crazy stuff. Now I'm looking at this thing. Now the whole country, based off that clip, think I'm the wackest person on earth right now. You know what I'm saying? So I was there. I was like, okay, I see what they're doing.
I got work to do now. Let me show them.
So on that same night, I looked at AKA and everyone, and I was like, look, I know what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to bring me down, but I know that I have the same thing that AKA has. I told AKA live in his face, I'm like, I know I got the same thing you have. And that's why people hate you, just like people hate me. So I told him that. I told him that.
And I told AKA blocked me on Twitter. Anyway, story for another day. Go on.
I told him that, and I told him I'm gonna be number one. I'm gonna be the guy from the Hustle season 2 that everybody talks about. And that was my mission, and I made it work.
And with that, you went to the Hustle as a rapper. And earlier on, you mentioned how you switched genres. Now you on this singing, rapping is that Manu now?
I feel like that's always been Manu. My first record that I had ever made in life was a R&B / hip hop record. I was singing and rapping on the song, and that's when I felt that was actually me, because it was the first time I went on the mic. First time I recorded an MP3, you know. So, And then as I grew up, I started chilling with a lot of my cousins. I'm sure you know some of them, like Caleb's.
Lydia's brothers.
Yeah. You know, I was chilling with them.
So they were like only rappers.
They were rap. Yeah, they were hip hop rap, listening to 50 Cent's G Unit and.
So you're like, you know what? Let me go with the
so
wave.
I kind of went with that flow, and I kind of like found myself there. And it only took me, literally like a couple months ago to actually find the sound that I wanted to. I didn't drop a single song after the hustle. Well, I did drop one called Juice. Because AKA said I ran out of juice the nights that I got.
So there was like a young diss track.
Yeah, no. It was like an apology to the fans, to my fans before the show. That knew me, because like if you watch the show, I don't know when they're gonna play it, but you should watch it and you should see how they portrayed me. That's why I hate that. So they forced an image on you that's not really Manu. It's not me. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not Mr. Yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I felt that because in your approach to me with this whole episode, you were always like, nah, I'm very busy, but when the time is right, I'll hook you up. And today we're here. So I think perception is everything. Yeah. And as soon as you get the wrong perception, people just run with it. Yeah. You know, they don't take time to really focus on you as a human being. So yeah. And also, being a pastor's kid. How has it worked out during all of this success? And it's not gospel music success, so how has that worked out for you?
I feel like
does your parents support you?
Yes, my parents support me after a long journey. They always knew. I feel like they always knew that Manu is the different one. I feel like they
Can you elaborate a bit?
Like ever since I was a kid, like I would chill on my own in the room a lot. I didn't want to chill with anyone. I would chill and just do my own stuff. Yeah. You know, and my parents thought that, what's wrong with our kid? Like, why is he such an introvert? Nobody understands me. I don't like the same stuff that you guys like. So I would chill and do my own stuff, you know. And I would grow up and I would isolate myself more, and they could see it. And they used to come in my room and be like, yo, man, are you good? And I used to tell them, yeah, I'm doing music. But obviously when you first tell them, they think it's a hobby. You know, you're 14 years old.
What do you know about life? You know
what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, sharp. 14 turns to 15, 15 turns to 18, 18 turns to 21. They're like, hey, this boy is still doing it. You know? Yeah. And they had no choice, because I don't want... We're big on family. Everyone is built a different way. And once my parents understood that made it easier. My parents came to the club to see me perform once.
Oh, hectic. That's the deepest thing I've ever heard.
Those are two pastors.
Yeah.
I was doing a performance with Trace TV. I think I saw that on Instagram. Yeah. That was like, it was a major thing for me. And I had told my parents, look, I'm performing, but it's at the club. So it's up to you. If you want to come, I would really appreciate it if you came. Yeah. I'm chilling, nervous before the show. Full house, man. Full house. I'm chilling backstage, in my own secluded area. And then my
star life.
Yeah. Then my manager comes in and she's like, Manu. I'm like, yo, what's up? Your mom and dad are here. I was like, whoa.
Now, props to your parents. Like,
yeah, I was at that moment. I was like, okay. I'm going to give the performance of my life. And I went out, I performed. And when Nalingi came on, Nalingi was my last song, right? When Nalingi came on, my mom left her seats and she came and started dancing with me. That moment is when I realized that, oh, smack. Okay. They understand now. Now they get it. Yeah. So I'm very grateful. And I have an older brother who's actually doing gospel right now. He's in the States. He's doing pretty big things.
Very big church.
A humongous church.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, so I guess they have best of both worlds. They have the kid who's a musician that's content is gospel, and there's a kid who's a musician that's his content is his life. Because I feel like if you're talking about your life, there's no harm to that. You feel me? It's your life. God knows already. Yeah. God knows. It's up to you just if you want to put it out to the world or not. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, yeah.
So, yeah, my parents, I love them and they love me, and that's all that matters.
Shout out to the parents. And now, Nalingi, I mean, it's been streamed over 1 million times worldwide. those are huge numbers, bro. And so the day you finished recording it, the day you finished mastering it, did you ever think, like honestly speaking, did you ever think, I got one here? Or you were just like, you know what, I'm a musician, I need to just, drop music and you will take it from there. Did you ever think to yourself, this is going to change my life? Because it has changed your life, bro.
Bro, I knew that song was going to change my life from when I heard the beat, bro. From when I heard the beat, I was like, damn. Whoa, play that thing again. Played it. We sat there for like 20 minutes trying to think of a hook. And then the words just came to me and I just...
And you wrote this from beginning to end?
I wrote it. Every single line is me. I wrote it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Nalingi, but I was singing it underneath my breath, right? Because I was still testing it out. So I was like, yo, is this cool? And then my engineer heard it and he's like...
We got one.
He's like, what did you say? And my engineer is South African, right? So I was like, Nalingi, and he's like, yo, what does that mean? It's like, it means I love you, man. And he was like, oh my goodness, here you have one. And that studio session, I didn't know that I was going to record that type of song. I was going in to record a rap song. And we were recording the rap song, but it wasn't sounding like the one, you know, and I was looking for the one. And we were having a break, and then my engineer was going through beats and stuff, and then he played Nalingi. But he skipped it because he thought I wasn't going to like it, right? He played the demo version. So I heard, Why? And then he skipped the beat, and I was like, bring that back.
Come back. That's the beginning. It's like something opens and then...
vocal sample, Oh. We sampled an artist that was recording in the studio. So I heard that and I was like, play it back. He played it back. I told him, listen, everything we recorded now, delete. So we deleted that whole song that we were recording and we started from scratch and we made Nalingi. Bro, it took us it took us 4 months to finish the song, really.
Because you wanted it to be proper. Yeah,
that's the longest I've ever taken on a song.
And then YFM, 94.7, Metro, Trace. It's everywhere. Yeah. Over 250,000 views
BBC.
On YouTube.
And I was number 1 in the UK, bro.
That's in a world full of grime artists. Grime is that British rap, and then you out here just breaking into there. How does it feel, dog? Like you wake up in the morning and you're like, dog, I am Manu WorldStar. Like I'm hot right now. Like,
I try not to think about it, bro. I try not to think about it.
That's good.
Like when I go to shows or performances or when I'm in the mall, like I used to work or when I was at the office, I never acted like I have one of the hottest songs in the country.
Funny story, there was one day I was in the mall. I was right behind you. I didn't greet you because I'm like, I actually want to see this guy. And the people that walked up to you, and I saw that in the beginning, because this was when Nalingi first came out, it kind of felt like you were like, do I not? And I'm like, you know what, let me not disturb him. Let me let him continue. And I'm like, this guy's big. This guy's huge. Like, shout out to you, dog. Like, you are huge, but like where we work, Bounce Fourways, the song plays all the time.
Yeah, shout out.
And people just dance to it. They don't know what you're saying, but they just
it just feels like it feels like home. It feels like South Africa. It feels like Congo. It feels like Zimbabwe. It feels like Nigeria. It feels like home, and that's why people love it. So I try not to think about the hype that I'm having right now because I'm not where I want to be. So why am I gassing myself up if I'm not where I want to be? You know what I'm saying? Rather I wait till I've got the summers and I got the BT awards and I'm that guy. I'm really that guy. I live in my own house. I'm paying for my mama's rent. She ain't gotta go to work no more. That's when I'm gonna be like, man, you can touch me.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? But now, bro, like, come on, man. I just started getting hot. I don't have 100,000 followers.
Not yet,
Not yet. I don't have that. I don't have a summer to my name. I mean, I got a hit record. But that's just the beginning. A lot of people in the country don't even know what I look like. They just know my voice.
Your voice,
So I gotta fix that before I start having a big hit.
And now you have a new single out called Future Plan. It's on all platforms. You can go find that. And before we wrap up, what are your future plans?
My future plans are...
See what I did there.
I see what you did there. I'm working on an album. Well, let me track back. First, I did shoot the Future Plan music video. That's coming out very soon. I actually shot it before I released the song. So that's how prepared we are for this. It's dropping very soon. And then I am working on an album that is dropping this year. I don't want to give a date because I just don't want to put pressure on myself. A lot of features with music videos coming out. I do have a couple shows lined up overseas also.
Shout out.
I'm very excited about those. So it's just like breaking the brand now. I'm trying to break into every single marketplace that I can. I also now started doing voiceovers for adverts and stuff, you know, so I'm getting that money too. So
hey, you gotta get that bag, bro.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to branch out. You know, music is a starting point. That's the talent. But as artists, we gotta know that
it's not just the music.
You can't. That's not where the long-lasting money comes from. You know, you're gonna be rapping and singing for these girls until you 40. What you gonna do after that? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I'm thinking
maximize the opportunity.
So I'm building my brand. I'm working. I swear to you, I think I have the album of the year. God can hear me right now.
You heard it here.
I got the album of the year.
Conversation with Rudy Samuel.
Trust me.
Here we go, baby. We out here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on to my show. I really, really appreciate it. Shout out to Manu WorldStar. I wish you all the best, bro. I wish you plenty of success. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep focused on God. And I know you're going to do good. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and please download his music on all platforms. Support the boy. And God bless you guys. Thank you. See you soon.
Hey, before you cut that, hey, Rudy, man, don't quit. You better give me an interview when I win my summer, my Grammy, or what. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Don't quit, man.
It's coming back, baby. Thank you so much, Manu WorldStar. Shout out, Rudy Samuel. Out. Boom. Can you please give your younger self 2 important advices that nobody ever gave you?
Listen, young Manu. Your idol's opinion isn't really that much of a big deal, man. Whatever he or she said to you, it's cool. Relax. You got the whole world to still love your stuff. You feel me? And never give up, man, because in the next 2-3 years, you're going to get a hit record. So stay locked, stay tuned. I'm telling you, man.